So this is behind the scenes, the familiar Walk of Champions about to come here for these two fine young ladies contesting the final of the Australian Open Women's Singles Final.
It's the women's singles final on Rod Laver Arena. Please welcome Zheng, Qinwen. And their opponent, Aryna Sabalenka.
Well, it's a fabulous reception for both players, and so much support here for Qinwen Zheng, just 21 years of age, and what a sensation it's been here at the Australian Open. Burst through to her first ever Grand Slam final, and boy has she been impressive. Aryna Sabalenka, well, she is the defending champion, comes in with brilliant form all tournament long, and has simply been irresistible all tournament here at the Australian Open. All the eyes of the tennis world here on Rod Laver Arena tonight. Can Sabalenka go back-to-back, or can Qinwen Zheng cause the sensational upset?
Hey Zhang, this is Sarah. She's here for the coin toss with us. After the toss, I'll ask you to stay for a picture with her and one without her, okay? Ladies, same conditions as all week. Is there any questions? No? Sarah, your call? Ayo, here we go. It's Yvonne. Receive. All right, have a great match. Picture that way, please. Now one without Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. Have a good match.
So that's what they are playing for, the Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup. A special trophy here. Well, it's been a rapid rise up the rankings for Qinwen Zheng. Just 21 years of age, and has been a breath of fresh air on the women's tour. Currently ranked 15, but is projected to crack into the top 10 irrespective of the result tonight. And a couple of singles titles to her name, Chanda, Guangzhou and Palermo last year, and also was a runner-up in Zhuhai. So a strong 2023.
Yeah, it was a big year for Zheng, and anytime you win your first tour title, you know, that's a milestone for any player. To get a couple of titles in one season, that's special for anyone. And looking at Zheng's road to the final, she's faced some tough matches here. She had to get through her quarterfinal against Kalinskaya in 3 sets. That was a battle. But she hasn't faced anybody inside the world's top 50. This is absolutely a step up in class and an opponent.
Well, we know a lot about Aryna Sabalenka. She is the defending champion. 13 singles titles already in her career. Over $20 million in prize money. 6 finals last year. And it's fair to say she is in the form of her life. Barely dropped games, just lost 26 games to get through to the finals this far.
Yeah, this is where it all started for Sabalenka last season, winning her first major. And, you know, she's had a tough road to this final. Had to get through an in-form Amanda Anisimova in the 4th round, in the quarterfinals, a Grand Slam champion in Barbora Krejcikova, and then, of course, Coco Gauff in that semi-final shootout. So she hasn't dropped a set in spite of these tough opponents, and that makes Sabalenka even more dangerous tonight.
So a fair bit of nerves, no doubt. We had the opportunity to see Sabalenka warm up this afternoon.
2 minutes.
Practicing the serve and forehand, that +1 shot. That forehand's been devastating all tournament long for Sabalenka.
That's the shot that Sabalenka uses to control the court, as we see Zheng's coaching team pair Reba on the far right in yellow. And it has been a terrific partnership right out of the gate almost for them.
That's right. It was with Coco Gauff last year when Coco won the US Open. So he certainly picks his players well, or they pick him correctly. So that team is certainly going strong. Trains in Barcelona, lives in Barcelona, and boy, is she a player on the up.
Yeah, you think about Zheng and her skill set. She is a hitter of the ball, but so is Aryna Sabalenka. And, you know, one of the plays for Sabalenka is that first serve and then looking for forehands, looking for anything inside the court where she can dictate and potentially end points with one swing. That's going to be the challenge for Zheng here. Can she keep enough depth on her shots? Can she work her way into some of these rallies early on, as we see Aryna Sabalenka's team, and they have been tried and tested. They've been through it together.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Anton Dubrow, Sabalenka's coach.
Zheng Qinwen won the toss.
So the head-to-head, Aryna Sabalenka was too strong in the only time they met. That was at the US Open in the quarterfinals. A 6-1, 6-4 win for Sabalenka. And we might just head courtside with Laura Robson. Laura's joining us courtside for this one. Laura, a big match, plenty of atmosphere. How is it courtside?
It's buzzing down here. Both players got such a warm reception when they walked out. And, you know, just listening to you guys, I'm in total agreement with Chanda, as always. I feel like the nerves have to play a part tonight. You know, it's a best of 3. If you don't have a good start against Sabalenka, we know how brutal she is at closing down a match. But, you know, I'm actually really hopeful, given how well Zheng's hitting it off the forehand side. I think Sabalenka was targeting that particular side when she was warming up against her coach a few hours ago. But I really feel like Zheng's able to soak up the pace on that particular shot much better than she did in New York last year.
Conditions look perfect tonight.
Perfect, yeah, they are perfect. No breeze, really, you know, slightly warm. I wouldn't say it's hot, but in terms of a final, this is exactly